Sound. Transition. Hello, everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing all right. I apologize for being absent for a while. I caught the flu just before New Year's, and it was I've had this problem where whenever I get sick, I cough for like forever afterwards. So um, I have been dealing with that. I'm technically still dealing with it. I guess I'm not sure why I used the word technically there. I am still coughing, which has been frustrating, but I will get over it eventually. I have a cough drop, so hopefully that helps. Yeah, I took some cough meds this morning. I don't know whether or not it's going to be still helpful now, but we'll see. Yeah. I was playing Rocket League yesterday, and I got enough wins to get the Grand Champ season rewards for Rocket League. So
Nice.
I am quite happy about that. That is a goal I have had for the last 5,000 almost hours of playing the game. I have put a lot of time into Rocket League, and unfortunately, not all of it has been fun. So now that I have accomplished that goal, maybe I can. I don't know why I say maybe I can, as if I don't have a choice in the matter. Put the game down a little bit more and play other games. I have only played about a third of my Steam library, so that is a problem that I can need to solve. And I am always getting, well, I guess not always getting new games. I have slowed down significantly as far as getting the new games, but I definitely have a bit of a problem when it comes to buying games on Steam. And then Epic Games has been giving me many, many, many free games. So I have
Nice.
a gigantic library, mostly unplayed, which is a problem I wish to solve, which is one of the reasons for streaming. I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I'll play Final Fantasy VI here soon, once my cough gets better. And the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Although I'll probably run through Remake Part 1 just to have it on stream. Although I've already played the game, I just played it off stream. Yeah, I also recently got Baldur's Gate 3. A friend gifted that to me, which is very nice of them. And been playing through that with my partner, and that's been pretty fun. We'll probably try and do a solo run. And by solo run, I mean me playing and not with not with my partner or other friends that I've started a campaign with. And yeah, that might be something you might enjoy if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons related content. Baldur's Gate 3 has been really popular with people interested, but not necessarily people who are newer to D&D, although I know you've played it at least a few times.
Oh, D&D, I think I've played twice.
Yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3 uses mostly 5e rules, but yeah, and 5e is the most beginner-friendly version of Dungeons and Dragons. 5e being 5th edition. Excuse me. But yeah. What else? I think that is things that I have. Anything that you wish to share, Mama?
No, I'm just boring. I have a orchid that's blooming. It opened its first bud this morning, so
Cool.
it's got 3 stalks on it. They're 3 bloom stalks, so that's nice.
Nice. Do you have pictures of it?
Um, I did take a picture of it. Um, so they can send that to you. Here we go. No, wrong thing. There you go. On the one picture, you can see all 3 flower stalks, and on the other one, it's a little bit closer of.
I got a browser window that I am sharing. Let's try. Yeah, window capture.
Yeah, it's 7 or 8 years ago. I had gotten 2, which I have since learned are probably dendrobiums, and one or the other has rebloomed uh, every year for me. They usually, I think only once both of them have rebloomed at the same time, but one or the other. So that's nice, especially since I got them on clearance for like $5 a piece. And I have another one that's a phalaenopsis that's put out a bloom stalk, but hasn't matured enough to open yet. They're still in the baby stage of buds.
Okay. No, messed something up. Eat this for new grab. Sir, smack the automatic. Don't here. There we go. transition. So, this was the image that we were talking about. So this one and this one.
Yeah.
So this one we can see the multiple stops, right?
Yeah, there's that little, yep, the one there at the bottom, and that one looks like it's got 3 buds. The one that has one that popped open has 5, and then the other has 4, so. Given that I
I see
really
the
don't know.
4 up here and the 5 over here.
The
this one's the
one
5th one.
to the
So
left.
this one's 4,
Right.
and then this one's top up.
Yeah, that's the one that just popped open this morning. So, I mean, it'll be a couple days before that flower's fully open, and fully extended. But at least that seems to be its pattern.
Yeah. Right. Then,
I'm
anything
to
else?
Sudoku.
Yeah,
I'm
it is
just
Sudoku. All right. So, first puzzle we are going to do today is called German Beetles by Katie Splendor. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each digit along a green line differs in value by at least 5 from its neighbor. White property dots separate cells with a value difference of 1. Black property dots separate cells with values in a ratio of 1 to 2. No negative constraint. 2 cells separated by an X sum to 10. 2 cells separated by a V sum to 5. And again, there are no negative constraints. Digits in killer cages are distinct and add up to the value in the left upper corner of the cage. Thermometer lines strictly increase in value from the bulb end. And thin gray lines without bulbs are palindromes and read the same in either direction. Okay. So that would be these. These are palindromes. And since they're so short, it essentially just means these two are going to be the same. Same there. The X's, these are going to sum to 10. So if I put a 3 here, this would be a 7. And then 2 would pair with an 8. And V, 1 would pair with 4. So they sum to 5. Thermometers, so 1 would need to increase from the bulb end, so this would be the smallest side, maybe that's a 2, 4, and then a 7, that would be increasing. And then the German whisper lines, if I place a 4 here, then 4 plus 5 is 9, 4 minus 5 is negative 1, so that doesn't work. But that is sort of the rule we go there. But a 9 minus 5 could be 4, 3, 2, or 1. It just has to be at least 5 away. And then these cages, they sum to 14. So if I were to put, say, 6 here, that would pair with 8 to make 14. Oh, and then they mentioned negative constraints. So if I'm not seeing any black property dots, so I'm not sure why they're talking about black property dots. But anyway.
well, probably because since there's no negative constraint, you could have a 4 and an 8 next to each other without violating the.
But there's no black property dots at all, so if there's no negative constraint, I'm not sure why they mentioned the black property dots. But maybe it's just for consistency's sake because it's property rules. But 1 to 2, or excuse me, the black property dots, white property dots, means that these have to be consecutive, so 3 can be paired with 4 or 2. But the fact that there's no negative constraint means I can still put 3 or 2 over here, and that's just fine. just means that not all possible white property dots are shown. I believe that is all of the rules. So in that case, restart this, and we can start.
Okay, well, I've noticed, I've noticed in boxes 3 and 7, the killer cages are both 14. And 5 can never go on the German Whisper line. And since the 6 has to follow by 1, neither the ones that are in the 14 cages and on the German Whisper can be 5 or 6. So the 2 that are on the German Whisper are an 8-9 pair, and the other are 5-6 pair.
And if we follow these pens, we're going to have 1 or 2 paired there. These, green turns to red, and purple turns to blue, because that's our high and low values, and also this is going to be blue, because we've got 5 and 6 there. Now, is that going to still be true? Well, okay, these are opposite colors, so obviously purple has to be blue and green has to be red. Because you cannot have a high digit. If this was low and this was high, that would work for the thermo.
Right.
So for 12, that's going to be 7, 8, 9, and 4, 5, not 6, 3, 4, 5 on the other side.
Yeah, and in both the 3 and 7 boxes, that last high digit is the 7.
Which one? Say again.
Boxes 3 and 7.
Yes. 7, 1, 2 pair, and then 3 and 4. And then these 3s are going to knock out the possibility for those to be 3s. So it's 4, 5 paired with 7, 8. And that reinforces the idea that the center has to be a 6. Because, as you observed previously, you can't put a 6 on this German Whisper line. Because it would be paired with 2 1s in the same box, which doesn't work. And then you can't put a 6 in the 12. So center has to be a 6. That's going to leave the 9 on the end. And I believe this is going to be 7, 8, and 4, 5 as well, because these 3s see this way the exact same. 2, 3, 3, 3, not a 3. 8, 2, 8, 6, 5, 9, 1, 2. Not a 2, not a 1, 7, 5, 8, 4. 7 there, 4, 6, 8, 6, 8, 9, 5, 4, 8, 7, 5. Neither of those is a 2, so that is 3 and 1, 4, 2, 1. Oh, I'm surprised this isn't fixed. That's a 7.
Box 9, that is fixed, because 7 can't follow a 3, or 3 can't follow 7, so.
That's true. Go ahead and remove the coloring, because it should no longer be needed.
Yeah, column 9 needs a 3. And column 8
don't have a problem there. 8.
as 5 and 9.
Should be 1, 7, and 6, I think.
Yeah.
6 and 7, but 6 and 7 see that, so these 2 are 1s. Well, this should be 4 and 3, I believe. Fixed, and 5 and 9 as well. 1, 6, and 7. Not a 1 here. 1, 6, and 7 there, but again, 6 and 7. See, that's both of those is a 1, not a 1.
1, 8, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 8. They're called row 5. The 2 and 8.
5 has to pair with 6. This one has to pair with 6. This is now 3 above 2.
2 can be placed in row 1. And then it needs an 8. So does row 9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, and 9. And that would be 9 and 1, so this is 4 and 6. The 5 and 4 and 9 and 7, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 3, 5, 4, 5, 9, 5. There we go. Very quick puzzle.
The symmetry is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this crocodile breaks with this 5 here, and the B with the X here.
Yeah, well, I was just looking at the row 1 is almost the reverse of row 2, except, of course, for the center. The same with row 2 and row 3. Row 4 and
columns.
Yeah.
But I would consider that to be a very easy puzzle. Right. Next puzzle. Some Odd Sandwiches. SOS. By Jadawa. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Numbers outside the grid are both sandwich clues and X-sum clues. Sandwich clues show the sum of digits between the 1 and the 9 in that row or column, and X-sum clues show the total sum of the first X digits, where X is the first digit from that direction. Shaded circles are odd numbers. Right. And with this being a fog of war puzzle, we will, as we place digits into the grid, we will learn more information. It's fun that this is a question mark, although I'm a bit surprised they didn't mention the fog of war rules and that you won't have to guess on things. 20 is probably fairly restricted. Because obviously you need at least 3 digits to get to 20 to begin with. And if it was 3, that would be an immediate 8, 9 following. If you did it in 4, you would have to put 16 in the next 3, which is just fine. But you can't do it in 6. So it's 3, 4, 5. Because the minimum in 6 digits is 21.
Well, the 6 down there at the bottom would be 2 or and it can't be 1, yeah.
Eight is max 3 as well. And 14 is maximum 4. Gives us a 2, 3, 4 triple over here. And I could not do the 10 in 4. So that would be 4, 3, 2, 1. But I know that 2 and 3 are used over here. So 4 is out, and that places a 4 here for our 14. Means these next 3 need to be 10. Now, you can't do 16 in 2 if your first digit is a 2. So this has to be a 3. And that's a 2 and a 6 now. So the pair here are going to be 7.
The 3 there in this first cell makes the, yeah, that's.
To get 7, 2 and 5 is out, 3 and 4 is out. That's going to have to be 1 and 6. And that means I'm going to have to use a 9 somewhere close by. If I did 1 and a 6, then I would need 4. I couldn't put a 9 here, so I'd have to include that 2. And so I would need 2 more, and it's not possible to get that. So this cannot go 1, 6, it must go 6, 1. So that's not a 9. That can't be a 9. I could put the 9 here with an 8. Or I could go farther for the sandwich clue. There are possibilities there.
Well, you can't do, since you've got a 2 there, you have to pair a sum of 8. Well, you can't do 8 in 2 with what's left there. Because you can't use 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5, and you can't use a 4.
Okay.
So 9 is going to have to, it's going to have to be 8, 2, 9.
And what's left over here?
5 and 7? Oh.
Now these 2 over here must sum to 13 in order to get 16 and 3, which means it's either 4 and 9 or 5 and 8. But it has to be 4 or 5, which is going to pair with this 4 or 5 over here. I don't know if that's useful yet, but if I put 9 up here, 9 pairs with 4, that would put a 5 here.
Okay, if the coming down column 1, if we were to go 9 and then 4, well, starting with that 4, you're going to have to get to a sum of 16.
Right.
So you've got 4 and something and 5.
That puts me at 9.
Well, plus whatever the something is in between.
Yeah. Which puts me either.
So
well,
you need
it can't
7.
be a 1. It's going to have
You
to be
need an
between 2 and
additional
7.
7.
Yeah.
Right. So you couldn't use 1 and 6. You can't use 2 and 5 or 3 and 4. So it would have to just be the 7. If the if it's 9 directly after.
Yeah. That would be 9, 4.
But that's the only one I see that it's definite. Well, because let's see.
If we
If
did
it's
4,
5,
9.
8,
Oh yeah, if it was 5, 8, then that's 16,
then
18.
that leaves 3. That would leave 3 to do the 16 in,
Yeah.
which
And
would
I'd
be
have to do it in
4,
those 3.
4, and then something that sums to 12, which you couldn't do 3, 9, 4, 8, or 5, 7. So 5, 8 doesn't work. So if that's 4 and then 9,
Again, I'd have to do 16 and 3.
right. Well, you could do 16 and 4. But you can't use both 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So it would have to be in 3. 8 and 5 is 13, which would require 1 and 2, or which would require another 3.
Which I couldn't do in either case.
Which you couldn't do, yeah.
So that would be an 8, 1. Those script. So that if we did 4, 9, then what's left over? 7 and 6.
Right.
Oh, it would be 6, 7,
That
and 8.
doesn't work. Yeah. So it's going to have to be 9, 4,
7,
7, 5, 1, yeah.
6,
And then 6, 8.
8. 5, 7, 8, and 2.
2.
20 means I put 15 in these 4. But that can be 1, 2, 3, and 9 easily enough. So that's a bit frustrating.
Well, not really. You can't do 1, 2, 3, and 9 because you have to fit sandwich 20 between 1 and 9.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And 20 can't be done in 3 with 1 and 9 have to be on the outside, so it's going to have to be at least 4. Plus, you're going to have 2 digits for the 1 and the 9.
Yeah.
And you have to have another 10 on the outside, which is going to be 2 digits. Then she can't. So, yeah, the 20 is going to be in 4.
Well, I'm gonna have to put 1 or 9 in this group, aren't I?
Yeah.
So that does weird
So,
things for the counts and such.
well, the so unless you have 15
Yeah.
in the first two, which would be 7, 8, and then you need 2, 3. Well, because you couldn't do 2, 3. Yeah, the 1 or the 9 is going to have to be part of the 20 from the X sum.
Yeah. This has to be 136 or 235. Which there's options for 136, but 235 have to be the 2 3 there and 5 here. If this was 235, then the 14 would be sandwiched between the 9, the 1 and the 9.
Right.
So how much would be left over if none of this is allowed? That would be 14, plus another 14, which is 28, plus
And
10,
10 is 38.
so that would be 7 on the outside if this was 235. Which you can just put a 7 just by itself. And 6, 8.
Right.
It would actually have to be that way, because 14 has to be done in 2, and then you get your 1 and your 9, and then 7. So 7 would be one of those 2, and then you get 1 or 9 in the other, and then 1 of 1 or 9 slightly in, and then 6, 8 there. If we put the 1 up here, then it gets more complicated.
Well, you couldn't put the 1 directly below the 4. Because then you would have, let's see, 9, and you need an additional 5, which would have to be done in
2 and 3.
2 and 3, but 2 has to be in that 10. It's
Well,
either
this would
2,
be
3, 5.
1 and 3, 6.
Oh, right.
But because the 3's already used up, I couldn't use
2,
2
3.
and 3.
And you can't use 5 because of the 5 in the row.
Yeah. So this isn't.
And it's either 2, 3, 5 or 1, 3, 6. Okay.
Yeah. If this is 1, then that's 3 and this is 6. So 1 would pair with 6. I would need 8 more across at most 2. I could either do 8, 9, or I
Okay.
could do.
Well, if it's 1, 3, 6, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to come up with 8 in two digits, right? Oh no,
It could
it would
be an
have to
8
just be an 8.
alone, or if
Right,
it was
because
in
you couldn't
2.
do 8. You can't do 8 in 2 digits in that case because 1, 2, and 3 are already used up. 1,
Right.
the 2 is the 6, and then the 3 and 5. So it would have to just be an 8.
Yeah. And if we put 1 on the end, then we just get 14 by itself. Which would have to be impossible. Would have to be at least 3. It wouldn't be impossible, I don't think. Because we'd have 9 up here, plus 4 is 13. Which makes sense since 1's in the end. Oh, we just said that this was not possible. No, it's possible if we put the 8 there. Alright. If we put the 1 on the end, then that's 13 above. Then I need to make another 14. 14 and 13 is 27. And then the 1 and the 9 is 37. That leaves 8 left over on the outside. Which I could do 8 and 2, or I could do 8 and 1. But if I did 8 and 2, then that would be this 14 and 2, which would have to be 6, 8, which is impossible because I've already used 6, and it can't be 5, 9, so then it'd have to be in 3 with a 9. So then the 8 would end up down here. If it was 2, 3, 5, then that was a 7 in one of these places.
I don't think 1 in the 4th spot down works. Because if that's 1, it's 3, 6, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so then 14.
You put the 8 down here, the 9 here. That would be 8. That would be 1. And then
Okay, yeah, 14 and 3.
4, 3, 6, 1, 8, 2, 5, and 7.
Right, yeah, okay. It does, okay.
That's a 1, then that's an 8. If it was 2, 3, 5, then we put 7 in one of those two positions. this 6 means this 6 has to be over here. This 4 means the same thing. I don't know if it's useful though.
On row 9, the 6 has to be 6 itself sandwiched
Or,
between 1 and 9.
oh, that's true. Obviously, you can't put 6 on the end or there. Still very useful. 2, 5, 3, 7, 8. You could use 3, 5 for the 8.
Right.
I must be 6. Because this is taking a lot longer than the video that it implied.
All right. In Pro 5, we know that the 1 or the 9 has to be in the 20 in the X sum. But it cannot be both.
Yeah.
So 15 in 4 cannot use 5, cannot have both 1 and 9.
Yeah, so 9's not in here.
So, right. So it's either 1, 2, 4, 8 or 1, 3, 4, 7. Because I was checking how many of doing 15 and 4.
You said
Either
1,
1, 2,
2, 4, 8.
4, 8 or 1, 3, 4, 7.
Okay. But 4's gonna have to be in there.
Yeah.
But 6 cannot be.
Right.
2, 3, 4.
7, 8.
That one's not 2. So then our 1 is over here,
Right.
which means that these 3
Have to sum to 15. 20, 30.
that
Yeah.
would put 9 over here.
Yeah, 15 is on the outside of the 20, outside of the 1, 9.
Could we make 15 and 4 digits? Definitely not if we put the 1 here. If we put the 1 here, then
Okay,
those
so
4 are
15 and 4 that has to include 5. Because would be 1, 2, 5, 7 and 1, 3, 5, 6.
I
Now,
think this one has to be 1, doesn't it? Because if
1,
this was
3,
1,
5,
then this
6.
would be 19.
Well, and 15 in 4 that has to include 5 also has to include 1.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying
So,
that the 1 here, between these two, if this was the 1, then these 4, which are not part of the sandwich, would be 19.
right.
But 20 and 1 and 9 is 10, is 30, which is only 15 on the outside. But if these 4 are 19, then that doesn't work. So then this can't be
Right.
a 1. So this is a 1, guaranteed.
Well, and now between the 5 and the 1, those sum to 10. Because there's 15 not sandwiched between 1 and, because between the 1 and the 9 is 20. So
Could I
plus
put the
1 and 9
9
is
here?
10. No. Oh. Well, no, because 15 in 4 has to include a 1.
Oh, okay.
That plus you cannot do, if you put the 9 where you've got highlighted in cell 8 there of the row, then you're doing 20 in 3. And the only way to do 20, well, is you can't do it 3, 8, 9, obviously. You can't do 5, 7, 8. What's the other one?
Well, 5, 7, 8 sort of is the one that would break it, because I can't use 9 and so 7 and 8 and 5 doesn't give me wiggle room to
Right.
do that. So this ends up being 9.
Right. And between the 5 and the 1, those two sum to 10.
4.
So it's 2 and 8.
Those. Oops.
So left in the row is 3, 6, and 7.
Which is 16, and 4 makes 20.
And now with the 9 where it is in column 9, you cannot put the 1 in 14. So
And so that was 7 left over
right,
because I have to put the 1 over here, the 6, 8
and 6,
pair.
8.
5, 7, 8. And also not 8. 6, 8 pair here.
So now in column 5, you can't have 1 directly underneath the 6 because 8 has to be done in 2 or by itself. Because it's either 3, 5, or it's 8 for the 8.
So that can't be 1 or
1 can be placed in column 5. Oh, and that's a gray circle.
9.
That's
Which is
odd.
odd. It's 6 and 9 going this way. This is either 3, 5, or 8.
Right. Well, we can place 8 in row 9. Oh, okay. Since that 3, 5 circle for column 5, you cannot do 3, 5 for the 8 because that would break the circle.
Right. Six, 7, 8. 4 out. There. This is 3 and 2, 6, 8, 9. 2, 8, 6, 9, 4, 6, 4, 2. 6, 7 are out.
3, 4, 5 triple in box 8.
Where's 9 in this row? Actually, where's 9 in this box? Oh, this cannot be 2 or 8. It's a 5. That's 3. Those are 5. 2, 7 pair makes that 8, 2, 8. 3, 7, 5, 2, 7, 5. Neither of those is 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 4, 2, 7. There we go. That 20 row was hard to think about, but I just wanted to put it off, but you got to that one. Yeah, that was where we sat for a little too long. That was fine. Video that this was linked in, so old, but I'm surprised it's not on Logic Masters Germany.
Yeah, that is odd.
Post on Logic Masters Germany. Well, puzzle is Sprinkles Ice Cream by Frosty. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Purple lines contain a set of consecutive digits in any order. Adjacent digits on a green line must be at least 5 apart. Adjacent digits on a gray line must have a constant difference. For example, a 3-cell gray line might contain 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 4, 6, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9, etc. Digits next to a black dot must be in a 1 to 2 ratio. Digits next to a B must add 5. Next to an X must add 10. And digits within a cage must add up to the total mark in the corner.
Oh, I would start with the black Kropkis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. And 2 aren't 6, so these 2 aren't 3. The reason it is those numbers is because the remaining numbers 5, 7, and 9 are all odd, so they cannot be halved. And so if you double 5, the smallest one, that's already 10. 7 and 9 must, when doubled, be greater than 10 as well, and you cannot represent those in a single digit unless you have other rules applying. And so every other value is possible. 6 and 8, the two values that are larger than 5, are both even, so they can halve.
And 6 and 8 cannot be on a V.
that's true. 6, 8, 8. And then this one missing 3 means this one is missing 2.
No.
This is 1.
Oh yeah.
And this being a small digit means this cannot be a small digit across the x. And 6 and 8 does not pair with 1. 1 is 4, and then 1 and 3 would pair with 7. 6 and 8 pairs with 3 or 4 respectively, and 1 and 3, 1 pairs with 2 or 6. Well, 1 pairs with 2, 3 pairs with 6. Now, if this is a 2, that's a 3 and a 6, and an 8 and a 4. If this is a 4, that's a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 6. So 4, 1, 2, or 2 means this cannot be a 2. And two, 8,
Okay.
4.
If cell 9,
Second.
if cell 9 in that box is a 6, it goes 6, 3, 2, 8, 4. And if it's 2, okay, never mind.
The last 3 are 5, 7, and 9. This can't be a 5, so that is. This being a 6 means that's a 1, so not be. 6, 7, 8, 9. That could be a 6, but making that another 1, 3, 4. It can't be a 4 because those can't both be 9s. 6, 7, 8, 9 is possible there. Now, this 7, 9 on the Renban line, the purple line that contains a set of consecutive digits in any order, means I already have 7 and 9, so that's not allowed here.
Okay, I can still watch you on YouTube, but you're frozen on.
Oh,
my screen on the
on Discord?
Yeah, Discord. That's it.
Yeah. Did that fix it?
No, it's still not doing anything. Maybe it's on my end.
Yeah. Try. If you have to, try restarting Discord. If that doesn't work, well, if restarting Discord doesn't work, then I don't know what will work.
Okay.
But first thing is try leaving and rejoining the stream part. So stop watching and then start watching again.
Yeah.
Oh, I am also dropping lots of frames. Gosh darn. Not certain why I'm getting a lot of, why I'm not sending at the right rate. Really frustrating. It has to be my internet service provider. Oh, there's my rate back up. And then right back down. And then back up. Should normalize, hopefully. There we go. Alright. Oh, it dropped again. Normalize. And we're also waiting on the mod to come back. Oop. Working on it, froze up on my end. Oh. Oh yeah. Don't forget to say hi. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring notification bell, and share the video. Biz Mama.
Yay! Woohoo!
Then.
Alright, that seems to be working now.
Yeah. I think it was just my internet decided to dip, to drop, because I was getting packet loss on the stream, and
Okay.
it seems to be working correctly now.
Well, and on my side, it wouldn't let me do anything. I had to restart the computer.
Oh, that's really annoying. Alright, well, we are working again, so excuse me. Let us resume the puzzle. Oh, well, this is clearly a 5, because everything else is covered in German whisper lines. If these are 4 apart, question. If these are 4 apart, excuse me, 4 digits, what's the maximum difference I could have? 1 plus 3 would be 4, plus 3 is 7, would be too much. So the maximum difference on here is 2.
Yeah, but the gray line doesn't have to have, I mean, it's a constant difference, but it doesn't say you can't
It
repeat.
says adjacent digits on a gray line must have the constant. But you're right. I could do 1, 4, 7, and then go back down to 4. Which means I could go 1, 5. Well, I guess I can't go 1, 5. But I could go 2, 6. No, I can't go 2, 6. So the greatest difference is 4, I think. No, because that would be 1, 5, 9. So the greatest difference is 3. These two have to be the same. Means these are the same. Twelve and 18 is 30, so these three are 15. How do we do 15 in 3? One and
5, 9.
5, 8. Or excuse me. 2, 4, 9. 1, 5, 8. Okay, that was 6 and 9. Okay, now we make the minimum 7, which is going to be an 8 and 1, 6. Obviously 2, 5, 8 and 3, 4, 8. Then make 8, which is going to be 1, 7 and 7, which obviously is allowed. So that would be 2, 6, 7, 3, 5, 7, and 4, 5, 6.
Well, and it can't have 6 in it or 1. All right, in box 5, the 6 has to be one of the outside edges. Now, in the bottom, the purple can't be 6 because it would have to go to 1.
And then, regardless of where 6 is, if it's either of these two green ones, that puts a 1 here. But if it was either of these two, we put a 1 there. So 1 has to be in the middle, which gives us our 8, 6, 3, 2, 1, 4. Those aren't restricted. What if I this way? get 7. So over 4, 5, 8, 6, 2, 1.
The Renban line now
Yeah.
has an 8 on it, so in box 4, that 6/8's resolved.
That's not super useful since at the moment.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 5 places 4. 4 off everything. 1 and 5 is also removed. 1 is removed. 2, 3, and 5 places 1. So now those have to be 1 and 5. 6 and 8, 9. 4. 4 takes out 6 and 9. 1 is already removed. And so is 4. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3 pair places 5. Neither of these can go down, so this must go up. And we cannot get to a difference of 4. So 3, 6, 9, 6 isn't allowed. And you can't go 2, 6, 10. You can't get to 6, and you can't get to 5 either. So this could go 3, 4. Well, it can't go 3, 4, 5. And it can't go 3, 2, 1. And it can't go 3, 6, 9, 6. So this isn't a 3, it's a 2. And this is either 4 or 6. And this can go down 3, 4, or up 5, 8.
Either way, that's going to have a 4 on it in box 6. Oh, box 2, the X, the 7, 9 is resolved.
2, 3, 2, 8. 2 means that can't be a 1. And now 4
4
would
doesn't
have to
have
go
anything
2
to
or
go
8.
to. And now 3, 6 comes off the other Kropke dot in box 9. Otherwise, it breaks that one.
Yep. 18s. Cannot have both 3 and 6 in it. And it can't have both 4 and 8 in it. No, 4 and 8's just fine, because that could be a 1-2 pair.
Right.
I think all of those are fine.
Oh, 6 can be placed in box 5 now. Can't go on the purple. Can't go in row.
Top 6. 7 and 9 have to be these two, because they can't be up here.
Right.
7, 9, 6 comes out.
So the top is 3, 4, 6. Which leaves
2
1 and 2.
7, 8, 9. Oh, 3, 6 pair places a 4. 3, 4, 6 triple. This either does 3, 4 or 4, 6. So neither plays is going to break that. That's just 3, 4, 6 triple. 3, 4, 6, 5, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. And so this cannot have 2 from 8 and 9, 2 from 7, 8, 9.
Right.
So now we're limited to these 3 options. It must have 4 or 6 or both. Well, these 2 are from 4, 5, 6. That's what the bottom 2 have to be.
Right. But the center one can't be 6.
Right. Could be 4 or 6. 5 means this is either 4 paired with 9 or 6 paired with 7. Either way, it's not 8.
So column, yes, 1, and then 7, 9 in box 6.
No, that's 3, 4, 6 there as well. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 8, 5, 1. 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 4, 3. And this either goes down to 3, which it can't go up, so now it's 5. And that's 11, so we need 7 more. 6, 3. And 12. Can't have 7, 5, or 6 on it. So you have to have 1. And 2, 9, or 3, 8. But this isn't the 2 or 3. This isn't the 8 or 9. 7, 8, 9, and 5. And now 1, 7, 5, 6. 3, 4, 8. That's 11. So the other pair is 11 and 4.
And 4. Seven can be placed in box. Well, no, it can't because it could go in. It could be the green. That one has the. In box 5, the line that goes from the center down left has to include the 2.
Can't put 2 there or there.
So if green is low, it's on the right side. Oh, no. If green is low, the right side is 3, 4. The right side is 3, the left side is 4. So purple would be 9 if green is low. If purple is low, then it's 3.
8.
And purple would be in the bottom would be 4. Or it can't be 4. It would have to be 3.
But we're already saying that this is 3. So this must be high.
Right.
That's 9, 4, 3. So this is 4, and it's not 1, 3, or 4. That's 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 9, 8. 2 is out, 9 is out, 9 is out, 2, 7, and 8. 7 and 8. 8 is out, 4 is out, that's 3 and 6. 9, 8, 4, 2. 6, not a 6. Don't need these colors. 7 and 9. 9 is already in this box. I need a 4 and a 7. 7's out. 3 and 9.
9.
7, 8, 9, 7, 9. I still need a 2, a 4, a 5, and an 8. And we're done. Is row 8, then row 9.
What's about harsh comment?
What? Oh, this is a really silly comment. 0 stars for
that's
the
why I was
18-digit
confused
solution
about
code.
it. Yeah, that's why I was. It's like, what? I'm not. Yeah, I just wasn't understanding the comments. Yeah.
Um, Difficulty-wise,
Average.
yeah, I feel like it was on the easier side of average.
Okay.
I just feel like we were just slow on the puzzle, rather than it necessarily being that difficult. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to mark it as being too easy, but I can tell I'm getting a little sleepy, and doesn't matter. And one more puzzle, be a bit of a goofy one, I think. This is called Index Fingers by Marty Sears. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Each finger has lost its gold ring. Can you find them? Every row, column, and box contains one gold ring, and none of them are located on a finger. Each gold ring contains a different digit. The digits A, B, C along a finger, reading towards the fingertip. The C goes on the fingernail, indicates that row A, column B, contains that finger's missing gold ring, which contains digit C.
Clear as mud.
Well, okay, so if I were to say row 1, column 2 was a 3, then row 1, column 2 is a 3. That's how that would work. But, again, you can't put a golden ring on a finger. Okay. Well, each finger has lost its gold ring. Every row, column, and box contains one gold ring, so this is a ring.
Right. You can place the ring in box. Yeah.
And then that one,
Column. And
that
column 4.
it's one of those two, those two. Okay, so this one is row 1, column 3. Now, obviously, that's not this one, nor can it be this one. But it could be one of these 4. I mean, it obviously has to be one of those 4, but... These two, or actually, let's look at this one. This one cannot be either of those two. So it's either this one, or that one. So this is row 1, 5, or 6, column 1, 2, 3, 5, and then whatever value it is. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 options. But I guess this one had 1, 2, 3 options. This one obviously can't be that one or that. That's red, yellow, green, purple, orange. Red, yellow, blue, green, purple. Obviously none of them. That one can be green. These two are. None of these be blue. Nor can this one be blue. So this one has to be blue. This, row 2, column 4. Yeah, that should have been obvious.
Right, yeah. Well, and in row 4, that finger can't be purple.
Right. So alright. Blue ends up being here.
All right, in box 4, green is one of the fingertips.
Right.
So green can't be the fingertip up there. Yeah.
Nor can it be this fingertip. So it has to be one of those two. These are all different.
Right.
Okay. Yellow and blue are out. So it's
Green is out. Ah, yellow cannot be the fingertip in box 2 because if it's the fingertip in box 2, where does it go in box 6?
right. Blue and green are out. Yellow's out of those. Blue's out of everything. Yellow's out.
Red's out across the top.
This one can't be purple. These two can't be orange. Now these two are, one of these two is green, which is row 5, column 5. So
So
that
it
means it has to be 5,
yeah.
5.
Blue cannot be 2, 4, or 5.
5 is orange. That's not orange. That's orange. This is yellow. That's not orange. This is red. That's not red. It's orange. Purple.
Well, there's a 5 in row 2, so there's row 2, the orange comes out of the end.
Where's purple? Who's red?
All right. Well, the fingertip that is orange, you can get blue and yellow from that. It's row 6.
Yeah, row 6, column 1. So blue is 6, yellow is 1. Green must be 3. Oh, yellow. Row 3, column 6. Blue. And red is row 1, column 3. And 3 is green, 1 yellow. That's yellow 1. Red 2 and blue 6. 6. Red 2. Green 3. There we go. Nailed it. Solution code for Logic Masters Germany is the word digits. It's easy-ish. Coloring definitely helped, I think, because
Yeah.
I had a hard time seeing this ring had to be there until I colored it. Felt quite silly afterwards, but it's easy. Another entry for Palfont's crazy prompt for Skojo's Setting Saturdays. This is definitely a crazy prompt. Alright. Oh, I guess I don't want to close out of this history. History. Okay. With that, that is all of the time we have for today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share the video with everyone you know. Everyone. Anything you want to share before we head off, Mama?
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
It is the time of nap. All right. With that, are going to say goodbye. I will hopefully, if I'm, as long as my cough doesn't get worse, I will be back to streaming Sudoku at regular Monday and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and Outward on there's my cough. Outward on Saturdays at 7 a.m. And hopefully soon, once my cough fully goes away, I will be playing through Final Fantasy VI. I can't think of anything else. So, anyone who watches this back, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.